Marcelo. Okay, if everybody could take your seats, if you have not taken your seat yet, if you could take your seats, we'll get started. Okay. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. I'm Dick Thomas. I'm the principal here at Windsor High School. Welcome to the 2025 Windsor High School Veterans Day program. It is great to gather and honor our military veterans, active duty, our community, and the students of Windsor High School. From an idea that three individuals discussed in November of 2011, Windsor High School has been celebrating this event since 2012 and is very proud to continue this tradition today. In honor of Veterans Day, today's color guard is provided by the United States Marines and is under the command of Staff Sergeant Keith Foster and includes Staff Sergeant Brandon Michaud, Staff Sergeant Shane Olfig, along with Sergeant Jacob Schaaf. The national anthem is presented by the Windsor High School bands and choirs under the direction of Amy Murphy and Everett Shryock. Please rise and remove your hats for the presentation of our nation's flag and the singing of our national anthem. Please remain at attention until the color guard has exited the floor. You may be seated. Please give a round of applause for our Marine Color Guard. At this time, I would like everyone to please welcome our Masters of Ceremonies today. Windsor High School Student Council Representatives Kaylee Wright and Ainsley Austin.
We appreciate everyone coming today. I'd like to recognize our guests from the Windsor community joining us behind the podium today. When I call your name, please rise and be recognized. Lance Nichols, Weld RE4 School Board President. Jenny Hansen, Weld RE4 School Board Secretary. Michelle Scallon, Superintendent of Weld RE4 Schools. Julie Klein, Mayor of Windsor. Commander McConaughey, Windsor Chief of Police. Chris Muller, Windsor Severance Fire Rescue Chief. Dick Thomas, Windsor High School President, Principal. Scott Esch, American Legion Post 109 Commander. Also, a special thank you to Jim Leliever, our Weld RE4 Military Liaison, and the American Legion Post 109 Chaplain, who helped coordinate this event, and Audrey Bacon, who helped secure the speaker for today's program. Please give your attention to the Windsor High School choirs. Ladies and gentlemen, honored guests, and especially our veterans. Today we gather to commemorate Veterans Day, a day of respect and appreciation for the courageous men and women who have served in our armed forces. Today is a day of honor as well as remembrance. As we gather here today, we remember their harsh sacrifices, bravery, and courage. To leave home, travel to the unknown, and to fight for our country. To miss the precious moments occurring while they are gone, carry the weight of pain and loss, and to give us freedom. They have done the unimaginable for us. We get the freedom to carry our own story, to fight for our own opinion, vote for whom we desire, and to worship what we believe. Our freedom, justice, and peace were born from the sacrifices of our veterans. They have endured hardships that many of us could hardly imagine. To our veterans, thank you. Your hard work, heroism, and legacy is what builds our country today. You've not only defended us, but you've protected our future. To our veterans, we just thank you so much. It is a privilege to celebrate you here at Windsor High School. Let us honor you, not just today, but every day, by living out the values you have instilled in us. Now, let's give our attention to the Windsor High School Wind Symphony. introduce our Windsor High School military-bound students. We would like to honor those brave men and women of our armed forces who have given the ultimate sacrifice and are unable to be here with us today. This includes former Windsor High School graduate Dwayne Smith, United States Army, killed in action on October 13, 1965, while serving in Vietnam, and Staff Sergeant Chris Birdwell, United States Army, killed in action on August 27, 2012, while serving in Afghanistan. Also, we honor the many graduates and community members from Windsor who have served our country but are unable to join us today. Please join me in a moment of silence. A round of applause for Marcelo Kolb on the playing of taps. Veterans Day, originally known as Armistice Day, was created as a holiday to honor the end of World War I. In 1938, through an act of Congress, November 11th was recognized as a national holiday. On June 1st, 1954, November 11th became a day in which we honor American service veterans. In 1973, the United States military became an all-volunteer force. This requires a young adult to make the brave decision to risk their life in service to their nation. We are proud that Windsor High School graduates have always answered that call to service. Today, we honor 4 students who have committed to joining the military after graduation to defend our country's freedom. We are so grateful for their commitment and sacrifice.
I would now like to introduce these exceptional Windsor High School students. When introduced, please rise and step forward. Lena Adams, Navy. Connor Dunphy, Marines. Carlos Gutierrez, Marines. And Robert Kendall, United States Air Force Academy. Please join me in a round of applause for these students. We thank you and honor you. You may now be seated. Next time you see these fellow students in the hallway or in your class, thank them for their brave choice to serve our nation. In addition to these students, we We would also like to recognize the teachers and staff members who have served our country and are now at Windsor High School. Their bravery and service and their commitment to our students is honorable and deserves to be recognized. When introduced, please stand. Kevin Bowles, United States Army. Willie Brown, United States Army. Scott Burwell, Army National Guard. Joseph Collier, United States Army. Shannon Devlin, Army National Guard. Jared Griebel, Army National Guard. Tina Mazzoni, United States Navy. Antina Parks, United States Navy. Please direct your attention to the Windsor High School bands, orchestras, and choirs as they will perform the Armed Forces marches. If you are enlisted or have served in any branch of the Armed Forces, please stand up and be recognized during the playing of your Armed Forces song.
Our guest speaker for the 2025 Windsor High School Veterans Day program has served our country actively for the past 21 years. Army Lieutenant Colonel Chad Zimmer enlisted in the North Carolina National Guard in 2004 and attended basic training at Fort Sill, Oklahoma. He then served in the 30th Heavy Brigade Combat Team as a combat engineer, attended Officer Candidate School in 2006, and deployed to Iraq in 2008 in support of Operation Iraqi Freedom. After returning from Iraq, he transferred to the Colorado National Guard and served with the 947th Engineer Company and then deployed to Afghanistan with the Military Advisory Team 6 in 2014 in support of Operation Enduring Freedom. Upon returning from Afghanistan, Lieutenant Colonel Zimmer became a logistics officer where he served in the 169th Field Artillery Brigade as the 188th Forward Support Company Commander, the Battalion's Support Operations Officer, deployed to Jordan as the Brigade Deputy Commanding Officer in 2024 with Task Force Thunder, and is currently the 147th Brigade Support Battalion Commander. Major awards and decorations include the Bronze Star Medal, 2 Meritorious Service Medals, Joint Service Commendation Medal, 2 Army Commendation Medals, Army Achievement Medal, NATO Medal, Afghanistan Campaign Medal with Campaign Star, Iraqi Campaign Medal with Campaign Star, Global War on Terrorism Expeditionary Medal, Global War on Terrorism Service Medal, and the Combat Action Badge. Presently, Lieutenant Colonel Zimmer works full-time for the Colorado National Guard in the Surface Maintenance Division as a Surface Maintenance Manager. This morning, he is here to celebrate Veterans Day with us and to talk to us about the power of unity and the strength of our youth. Please stand and give a warm welcome to our friend, Lieutenant Colonel Chad Zimmer.
Good morning, Windsor. How you guys doing? Yeah? Thank you. Thank you for that welcome. I appreciate it. I really do. I'm privileged and honored to be your guest speaker today. When I first got the call from Rick Bacon sitting right down here, he asked me what I was doing on the 11th, and I said not much. I thought I was about to get invited to a family barbecue. Instead, he said, how about you speak in front of a lot of people? So here I am. Apologize for the next few minutes, and you can bring Rick Bacon over here. So first, I want to thank the veterans. Where are you guys at? Raise your hand. I want to thank the veterans. You guys are truly the backbone of America, the guiding light in times of struggle. We owe you a great gratitude because you've truly served our nation and you're a national treasure. These few decided to choose not between the left and the right for America, but rather up or down for America, to move America forward, to protect our sacred document known as the Constitution, along with you and me. Let's give them another round of applause for that. So you can probably tell I'm kind of a feedback guy at this point. So I need your help, Windsor, before we go. So where I come from, we have a little saying. I say on time, you say on target, and then I say every time. On time? On target. We're going to try that again. On time? On target. Thank you. Thank you. You see, our veterans are on time for their state and their nation. You're on time for your families and your communities, and you're loyal and cohesive every time. On time? On target. So who is a veteran? Perhaps a veteran is someone who proudly wears the colors of their branch, the patches, the pins, the embroidery of a long completed service. They wear it not as decoration, but as a remembrance. They're always ready to share a story, to shake a fellow veteran's hands, to slap them on the back, and laugh about days that never quite fade away from memory. But often a veteran is unassuming. Sometimes you walk past them without even knowing you've encountered somebody who served. The disciplined worker at the office, the coach on the sideline, the neighbor who always stands a little straighter, who always notices just a little more detail of the world around them. Their heads up, their eyes are steady. And though you may not realize it, they're still keeping watch. On time? You see, a veteran is part of a silent majority that carries the torch and keeps America on the straight and narrow. Because at the end of the day, you remind us binding documents that keep us the greatest nation on earth. Documents like the Constitution, things like our Pledge of Allegiance, things like our national cemeteries, things like peace through strength. And you remind us that the type of community that you guys live in is a privilege that comes out of the sacrifice for their service. You see, veterans can't turn it off because they devoted their life to service. And once you serve a country as great as this, you just don't want to stop. On time? So when you get out of the service, you become a teacher, a doctor, civil servant, and mostly a mentor. I bet you wouldn't believe it, but I had a point in my life when I got back from the deployment. I couldn't put two words together. I could hardly talk. If it wasn't for a group of veterans that I met at a local establishment, I probably wouldn't be here talking to you today. You see, through our bond, they helped me put two words into three words into four words into a sentence. That common bond we had was service. And that's why I stand before you today. Because they couldn't turn it off. Because they couldn't quit serving. Couldn't quit giving. Another quick story. On my way home from Iraq, after a long tour, we deployed in the Houston airport. We grabbed our gear, worn out from a deployment, tired from a 14-hour flight. We began what many of you know here as the infamous bag drag. Who's done the bag drag before? Raise your hand. Yeah. This bag drag gets you from the bus to the building, back to the plane, then back wherever you're supposed to go. It's pretty terrible. As we began this bag drag through the Houston airport, we came down the escalators, and at the bottom, out of nowhere, this gentleman grabs me, gives me a hug like you get from your family. Sorry. And as he pulled me back from that hug, I saw on his hat, it said, Vietnam veteran. You see, what that guy was doing is he was at the airport, and he was giving all the soldiers the welcome home that he never got. And that's powerful. I learned later that that man did that almost every day. And that's why we love our veterans, because they can't stop giving. You know, I was reminded of a Calvin Coolidge quote from the former TAG, General Edwards, when I was talking to him and saying, what do I say at this speech? He's a man who I deeply admire. He reminded me of a quote from Calvin Coolidge. It said, the nation that forgets its defenders will soon be forgotten itself. I'll say that one more time. A nation that forgets its defenders will soon be forgotten itself. That's so powerful. So what does that mean to you, Windsor? What does that mean to us? These brave souls are sitting down here that pushed through the sands of the desert, the thick jungles. They endured countless drills. They experienced unmeasurable fears, endured distance from their families, from their communities, from their homes. What does that mean when I say, let's not forget them? That means it's up to you, Windsor High. It's up to you to see these veterans, to learn the lessons that they must give, to understand the sacrifice and why they can't stop giving. I say this because you're next. Some of you are already sitting in the front row. You maybe moved to the back. Some of you haven't quite figured out what you want to do with your life. Some of you are just still sitting there trying to figure it out. You just need to connect to the right person. And that's one of these veterans down here. Because the life of sacrifice and service for the greatest nation on earth is worth every second. So I encourage you, seek out a veteran. I just want to end with a poem. I don't know where it came from, but my grandfather, who served multiple tours in Vietnam, said it as retirement. And it goes something like this. A soldier's hands never forget the feel of a rifle. His mind never forgets the actions the rifle brings. And his family never forgets the distance of the rifle. You see, my friends, that's the life of a veteran. I just want to close by thanking you guys for this opportunity. I want to let you know how jealous I am of the community that you guys get to live in, to grow up in a place with people who care so much. I want to thank the veterans again. You guys are why we're here today. Can we all just stand up and give the veterans one more round of applause? One more time for me, Windsor. On time. Every time. God bless the veterans. God bless Windsor. God bless Colorado. And God bless these United States of America. Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, today we are reminded of the sacrifices made by countless men and women who have served our nation with unwavering dedication. Their selfless commitment to defending our freedom and protecting our way of life is a debt that can never truly be repaid. We gather to honor the heroes among us. Your service has left an incredible mark on our nation's history. It is a reminder of the enduring spirit of sacrifice and service. To ensure that our appreciation for your service goes beyond words, please let us take a moment to express our gratitude to all veterans and strive to honor their sacrifices each and every day. On this day, we also recognize the families of our veterans. We thank their spouses, parents, children, and friends who stand beside them, supporting them through every high and low. The sacrifices of a veteran's family are often unseen, but still unforgettable. Thank you all for attending our 2025 Veterans Day program. In closing, we want to thank Mail and Copy for their support and funding for this special event. As we leave, let us continue to honor our veterans by living out the freedom that we cherish so deeply. Join me in giving them one last round of applause. Veterans, we invite you to a group photo after the students are dismissed. And students, please report to second block. The final bell to be in class will ring at 11:15 a.m. That's all.
Okay, everyone, again, thanks for coming. Students, you are dismissed. Veterans, don't forget, we will take a group photo in the bleachers over here on my right. So we will gather in the bleachers for a group photo of every veteran that's here, or active military. Veterans and active military. We will take a photo in the bleachers.